Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Title Town, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They go to the ground. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. NC State going up tempo. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. This crowd, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. For a productive play on first down. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Bell. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. At midfield, he's got room. Running toward the tape. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Alabama pushing the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Speed behind center cannot be stopped, and the defense really can't even contain it.
No, and especially when the offensive coordinator knows how to use it. You got a quarterback that can run like this, use it early and often.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll try the run. And he's going to be stopped for a loss. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll leave it with him. Keeps the legs moving. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Alabama quickly back to the line.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Bell. He slings it deep to the left. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with that. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Motion from the offense. On third down, going up top. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires on the move. It's caught downfield. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The Tide with the 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Scoops it up, still a live ball. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, NC State 0.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Finds his man, and they convert. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver shows motion. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. A run for the quarterback. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. The 40. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolfpack. The defense takes matters into their own hands. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to North Carolina. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes that Alabama offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Pulls it in on the right. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown time! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Bama.
Yeah, David.
He is smashing people. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Back to throw, it's Slater. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Soft spot in the middle. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everyone.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the grab down the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. NC State quick to the line. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Fast motion from the offense. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. and fires complete to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they tacked on the extra point. So a drive there of 84 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Rolls onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Powers through the defender.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He rifles one deep down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fair catch, called for and made. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break. He's going to fire deep. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. NC State going up-tempo. Corner's going to give them room. Looking downfield, it's Slater. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. He's going to pass. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. These corners backing off a bit. They'll throw it from the red zone. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's right on target. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Oh, he faked the spike. He's going to throw it. Getting some heat. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes that Alabama offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
That's a live ball. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. The inside handoff.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Dropping back, it's Bell. Sends it downfield. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down.
He uncorks one deep. And he's got it inside the 35. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
NC State quick to the line. Now the play fake. It's complete to the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. On the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They'll give it to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. This crowd knows when to bring it. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, NC State. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. To the air, it's Slater. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
The run to the left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking for room. It's Harris. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Wide out in motion. Going with the ground game left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
Get set. Reload.
Power football with the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Give to the running back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Running back searching for a hole. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
We love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting... You're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give to the tailback. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. The score, Alabama 28, NC State 25.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Snap it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Alabama pushing the tempo. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
He wants to throw. They're trying to get to him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Slater. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You've got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back and bite you right in the hind.
Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football.
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That turned out to be a free play with the offsides penalty. They'll wave it off, and the touchdown counts. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Vanderbilt opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. NC State going up tempo.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And now on 2nd down for this offense.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times.
Gonna let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man downfield. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, North Carolina State! Once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Back to the ground game on the left. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, it's Bell. Throwing right. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try it over the left side. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. The back goes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Bell. And they can't make the connection.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Cut it. Out, 55, weak.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
They'll go with a direct snap. Got the first down and more. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. Quarterback keeps it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. On the move. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Alabama.
Got it.
And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football.
Yeah, and the offense goes for the knockout punch. They wanted to get the first down, run out this clock, take the dub. Now their defense is going to have to come out and step up big for them and make sure they don't give up any points.
He'll take it himself. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? A loose pigskin in the end zone, and the defense is all over it. A fumble recovery for a touchdown. That would have put a little extra distance, give them a little cushion down the stretch.
And there was a little bit of hope, but you just snatched it away with that touchdown. This game is now over.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
Finds his man down the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He makes the connection. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Timeout, Alabama.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air, it's Slater. Feeling some heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And they want this defense spread out across the width of the field, 5 wide on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the end zone for a touchdown, and there's still a hill to climb, but they are still fighting, staggering, stumbling, but still upright and not finished yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the 4th quarter.
And here comes the offense on second down. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Takes a hit as he fires. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game.